Hello, Hollywood. I'm Devin Davis, live at a local newsstand that is experiencing a stampede of young women that the world is now calling the Lark Ladies.
Ella Lark.
The craze began only a week ago when it was revealed that starlet Charlotte Finley was dubbed by Ella Lark.
Big star.
I heard she wasn't a film star. Her name is Ella Lark. They found her at a bar. She was a famous jazz singer. She's the newest singer on the scene, and yet she's never been up on the screen. It seems in no time her prime has only begun. So when fame comes back, what happens then?
No one says you were a blind last interview.
After her movie premiere, actor Charlotte Finley has finally reappeared.
How have you been coping with your
have to say
recent
for
embarrassment?
yourself.
City of Light.
Would you say you've lied to us before?
Or is there someone else that you've ignored?
No comment.
It seems in no time her prime is suddenly through. So when fame falls fast, what happens then?
For the first time since the premiere of the box office hit City of Light, producer Rick Myers is making a public appearance and is joined today by Levi Herman and Robert Finley. Tell us, Mr. Myers, how has the sudden success of Ella Lark affected you?
It's been a lot to take in, but we love Ella as much as the public does. Ella will begin a West Coast tour,
How thrilling!
and you bet we have more in mind. We can assure.
Do tell.
Well, it's been agreed that she should lead in our next film. A movie so picturesque, it packs such a thrill. It'll be titled All the Faces You Are.
I'm directing and I'm selecting Rick and Rob to produce again.
Who would have guessed we'd pick the best, those three
They
again?
haven't failed me yet. They're my most trusted men.
And if those men would ever part, they'd see their
So
heads.
it's the same team, just minus the one. None of us can wait for such a run.
Rob without his daughter, Levi chooses Lark again. Such a combination, rearranged. What happens then?
The lovers say goodbye. Lark begins her first tour.
The birthplace of a star. Crowds flood to the Lark's Lounge where Ella first performed.
Her name alone sells the seats. Ella Lark's tour opens to a sold-out house.
Ella, what are your thoughts as you wrap up your first tour? What has changed from the life of Ella Lark 1 year ago?
Well, everything. Fans call me America's doll. Each night crowds stand for me. It seems I have it all. But am I better than the girl I used to be? Or have I ventured off? No.
It must be hard, being on tour and spending so much time away from home.
I love what I do. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I was close to my father, and it is difficult being away from him and rarely having the time to talk. But where would we be if not for all of this?
You sing and draw in any crowd. I'm sure your parents are proud.
It's just my father, actually.
Well, I'll let you get ready for your interview now. Good luck.
Pull yourself together, Ella.
Please welcome to the Los Angeles Theater stage, America's doll, the lovely Ella Lark.
Lights up, deep breath and die. Wow. So since fame came back,
what happens now?
Actors, please remember that in all this fuss, you still need to pick up your scripts and sign paperwork.
All right. So I have called every journalist on our list and greased the proper palms. Nothing fishy from City of Light will get leaked, even under new circumstances. Your ass has been covered once again by me. We're safe, Ella's safe. Have you talked to Ellie yet about her interview tonight? Given her the talking points?
I will. I've got a lot to ask Ella. How do I look? Do I look good?
Of course you do.
You didn't even look.
You look swell. Stop that.
Everything has to be perfect. There she is. Rick, stick around for a minute.
Ella, you have a call waiting for you. It's from your father.
He won't quit calling. Take a message and tell him I'll call him back later.
This is the third time he's called in the last hour.
I'll get back to him.
Hello, beautiful.
I missed you.
I came to visit you only 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks on the road feels like 2 years.
I missed you too. I've been thinking a lot about you.
You have?
I have. Especially since there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Ella, you being away has made me realize that I despise being apart from you. Being with you gives me the most joy, and
Levi.
you inspire me. The way you believe the best in everyone, it makes a guy like me believe in himself a little more too. Which is how I've mustered up the courage to ask you this. Ella Jo Lark, will you marry me? Ella?
I don't know.
You don't know? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Ella? Okay. All right, everyone. I will see you all for the read-through next week. Please grab your scripts and go. Go! I ask you to marry me. Plan a proposal in front of everyone, and all you can say is you don't know?
Levi.
Why?
I didn't expect the question.
We've been serious for nearly a year. It's a natural question for a man to ask, and one a woman usually wants to hear. I don't get it. I've provided for you, showed my affection. The rose petals, I thought you'd like those.
I do!
Then what's the problem?
Don't you think you're rushing into this?
No.
Think about Charlotte.
What does Charlotte have to do with any of this?
You were engaged to her, committed to her a year ago. Have you really forgotten that? Because I haven't. I've been sending her flowers and letters, trying to explain that we never meant to hurt her. And when by chance she got asked to sing at that interview, my heart dropped. I haven't heard anything back. But I'm trying, and you haven't even processed it. You haven't even given her a second thought.
Charlotte won't hear me out unless I crawl back to her on my knees, begging for forgiveness. I'm not willing to. I don't need to do that. I have you.
But you had her too. And then you left.
I would never leave you. Ella, I swear that I am devoted to you. I've sacrificed so much, okay? I can prove it.
I think we both need to wait. Figure things out.
I love you.
I love you too.
Then marry me. Ella, white dress, grand cake. I want to wait for you, but I wanted to do it at the end of an aisle, not
We can't have a wedding if we can't commit to the marriage. I need you to trust me.
I've never trusted fate when I could manipulate the odds. Frauds have found it's never best to wait. So is it best to hold the cards or to surrender control? Release the dice and see where they may roll. Beautiful Ella, it's all for her. Hurdles scaled, always for her. Yet when I close my eyes, I see her face, Ella's face. I can't erase that I would risk it all for her. Why do I hesitate and debate these options that I weigh? Say I'll risk it all, but then I sit and speculate. Am I afraid that giving space would change her feelings for me? To let her go would set another free. Think about Charlotte. Am I over her? After all I've been through with her, I never gave the time she asked me for. Years ignored. Not anymore. With Ella, I'll be there for her. If I had chased Elle out of here, then she would see so clearly that if I had never sacrificed, then she'd be changed severely. When Charlotte failed and she prevailed, she thought it was by chance, but under circumstance, you'll always find a plan made in advance. 'Cause when I'm faced with problems, I can't rest until I solve them. That's why I set up Char to sing for you. I'll never stop for you.
May I come in?
Please do.
What are all these boxes?
I'm getting rid of everything from my old life.
Charlotte,
Daddy, I
we
need
need
to tell you
talk.
something. I phoned the journalist numbers you gave me today.
I'm so proud of you, Hummingbird. That's what I came to ask. I know you were worried about the non-disclosure agreement, but I just got a call confirming the NDA's expiration
I
from
didn't
last
disclose anything. I didn't share my side of the story.
What?
I couldn't.
If you're still concerned about Rick and Lee, about the two of them ruining you even further,
It's not
then
because of them.
Then what is it, sweetie?
I tried to share what I know, but no one wanted to hear me out. Some said I wasn't a reliable source. Others said the story was dead. Some simply hung up when I told them my name.
A journalist hung up on a direct source?
Yes, but it's not that...
Damn it! Rick and Lee... They said they were going to leave you alone. I smoothed everything over. I continued producing for them.
Don't be mad.
Disgraced my daughter once. You're on thin ice, but have the nerve to do it. This reeks of Rick. I'm paying off the press. Ha! I can get him for censorship in a second.
Daddy, please, listen to me. I was ready to state the truth about City of Light. So I called, but no one wanted to listen. And that should have destroyed me, infuriated me. But when that final journalist hung up, I was relieved, which surprised me. But I suddenly felt better than I felt since I was a little girl. I've been in this business since I was a little girl, and it's treated me terribly. It's treated both of us terribly. I'm going to quit acting.
You're not quitting acting.
Yes, I am, and I think you should quit producing too.
Okay, and what is it you're wanting to do instead?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, but I want the chance to figure it out.
This year hasn't followed your normal routine, and I understand if you have your doubts, but once you have your life back, everything will feel better.
I don't want my life back. I don't want to spend my days with people who lie to me and for our every conversation to be about business. I want a father.
I am your father.
Who's not also my manager. You never once asked me how it felt when I had to break off my engagement. You only ever cared about how it would affect my career. Don't you want more for us?
Of course I do. I love you. That's why I'm fighting every day. For you to get back on top.
But would you love me if that's not what I wanted to?
When you're ready to have a mature conversation, I will be here. I've found a way to get your life back. You'll be happy when your life is stable again. I know it. Where are you going?
Charlotte?
Who's that?
Charlotte? Please, I know you're in there. I'm sorry for everything. I've been so confused lately, and things have happened faster than I anticipated, and, well, something big just happened. Like, really just happened, and I need to talk to you about it. I know my letters haven't worked, so I figured I had to come in person, and I miss my friend.
Actions speak louder than words.
Where is she going?
I don't know.
Charlotte!
You don't want to speak with her right now.
But I...
Trust me.
I should go then. Levi was right. She'll never forgive me. Have a good rest.
Please, won't you stay? I couldn't have a lady leave so distraught. It wouldn't be right.
Well,
You enjoy jazz, don't you?
My father owns a jazz bar.
I'll find us a record. Sit. Charlotte's not upset with you. Today was her first day she could publicly speak about her experience on City of Light, and no reporters would take her story. It was quite upsetting for the girl.
It's astounding that that's already old news when it still seems so important to us. If only she'd spoken sooner.
Oh, she couldn't legally. I'm sure the same non-disclosure agreement kicks in if you breach your contract with the studio.
Oh. Well, that's terrible that they won't take her story now, then.
It's quite curious, I think. Sure, the story's over a year old, but it's still big news about a star that's gone silent.
Strange.
Very strange.
You don't think someone could have...
If someone made promises to the right people...
But who would need...
Found one. Antonio Martin's second album. So, what is it you wanted to discuss with Charlotte?
Levi proposed to me today.
Why, congratulations.
I didn't accept, yet. We barely even discussed marriage, and then he goes and proposes.
Strange. Almost as if he proposed on a whim?
Yes!
I wonder if he's trying to keep you silent.
Silent?
You're clearly still on Charlotte's side, but your loyalty would have to lie with him if you were married.
I'm sure Levi's intentions were honorable. I'm sure.
Maybe he and Rick are the ones who called those reporters.
Levi would never do something like that. I trust him entirely.
Well, you said no to your engagement. The trust you say you have is gone. It's blatant. Ella, you say you're sure. Then why come to our door? You've got to trust your intuition, because the facts we have should raise suspicion. The puzzle piece almost fits right. So fill in the blank with me tonight.
You don't really think that Levi and Rick would have set up Charlotte to fail, do you? After all that has happened to her.
You came here questioning Levi's intentions.
But why? Why would they do a thing such as that?
If Charlotte can't speak, then who controls the narrative?
The press.
Yes, and who'd be the ones who'd sway the press?
They would. It gives them control.
Well, there's your coveted reason why. See, everyone is in it for themselves.
If this is true, then what can we do? Us two. I mean, if we have misconstrued, it's fatal.
Let's mull it over right now. Answer the why, when, and how. You've got to trust your intuition, because the facts we have should raise suspicion. The puzzle piece almost fits right. So fill in the blank with me tonight.
But even if there's a good reason why, Levi has never played dirty before.
Please, everything he's done has been for his own gain. Tell me, did he shed a tear when the love of his life ran away? Maybe it never was about loving Char. I'm not going out on a whim when I say the boy will stop at nothing to get his way.
But how do you ever trust a person like that?
You don't. All you can do is to trust yourself. We have to protect ourselves.
But that's what's wrong. We have to look out for more than ourselves. If we don't, others get hurt.
No one gets hurt if everyone's truly protecting themselves alone.
There has to be a better way.
This is the path to success. You've seen Rick and Levi do it, I've done it, and so have you.
Me?
When you stole Charlotte's life, you had no care for her. You were looking out for yourself. Now you come back here. Why? To tell her you're sorry, or to get her blessing so you can marry her ex-fiancé?
That is not.
I admire your ambition. Your every act of kindness only gets you further.
How could you say that? You're not trying to help me at all. You're trying to make me doubt those I love, so I'll quit. You think I wanted to hurt Shar?
Now you're thinking like a star.
I would never hurt Shar, and neither would Levi. There's no great mystery here.
You can't avoid the truth forever. Start taking note of what surrounds you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Ella. Her time is cut short in our production. But suspicion leads to self-destruction. Sure, she'll deny till she gets wise. This small seed of doubt starts her demise.
Hello? Operator? Sure, I'll hold.
Oh, that's Ella's father! Shh, listen to him on the phone this time!
You two still good over there?
Yes!
Hello? I'd like to place a collect call to Ella Lark at 3-1. Yes, I did just call. Yes, I'm trying to reach the same number. You know what? I'll call again later. Goodbye. Charlotte, what brings you in?
When do I start?
To start what?
I need a job, so I'll work here for you. You said I could call if I needed anything, and I need a job. I'm sorry, I should have called.
That's fine. Charlotte, what? Did something happen?
I quit acting,
You did?
and I left my daddy's house because he didn't want me to quit.
He didn't?
But that's what I needed to do, right? I shouldn't keep trying at something that makes me feel miserable?
No.
Precisely.
That must have been hard for you.
Yes.
So you're on your own for the first time?
Yes, but I'm prepared. I'm ready.
You got the job?
I do?
Yes, but it's been a slow hour, so...
Not to worry. I can make myself busy. I can clean. I've always wanted to try a mop, or I could be organized. Did you and Ella have a system for organizing?
Have you seen Ella today?
She came over to my daddy's house.
She did? And she's okay?
I'm sure she'll be fine. She's Ella.
My Ella.
Charlotte!
Ella!
Ella?
Oh my goodness! You left me to come here?
I'm sorry. I simply had to get out of that house.
You couldn't have accepted my apology before you left? I needed you today, Charlotte. I've needed you all year, and I don't understand why you're mad at me or why your father's trying to mess with my head.
I'm not mad at you.
You're not?
No. I'm sorry we haven't talked more. I've just spent the year slowly realizing that every facet of my life has been determined by someone other than me.
Oh.
I just want to make sure the same thing isn't happening to you.
I'm in control of my life, Charlotte. But today did have a lot of surprises.
Yeah. What is it you've been doing all day that's kept you from calling your father?
Pop!
My little Lark.
I am so sorry I didn't call. You would not believe the day I've had. And to top it all off, Levi proposed to me today without any warning.
What?
I suppose he didn't ask for your blessing, then, did he?
No.
See? Without warning. That's why I couldn't give him an answer, so that was upsetting. And then your father tried to accuse me of orchestrating some plan to steal your life. How absurd is that?
Well, you did get all the accolation for City of Light when I didn't even know you were singing for the film. But if anything, I thank you for stealing my life. I needed to be forced away from it.
Wait, I thought you asked Ella to dub for you.
No, I didn't even know it was happening. She told me she was my voice teacher.
I wanted to tell you, but it was Rick and Levi's idea, and they only kept it from you because they wanted to keep you in the film. None of us expected what was to come after the debut. It was all supposed to remain a secret.
Yes, but the second the secret was out, you stepped up to sing during the interview.
Ella, is that true?
Levi brought me up. But he was trying to save the interview. Can you imagine the bad press that film would have gotten if the interview ended with you breaking off your engagement to Levi?
Levi's another thing. I was engaged to him, and now you are.
Well, I'm not, and even so, it's been a year since you left him.
There wasn't anything between the two of you before?
This is a silly subject. I did not come here to discuss the past.
Ella.
I came here to see my father and get clarity on whether I should get engaged to Levi. Pop?
Well, Levi sounds wildly untrustworthy, and I think he's rubbing off on you.
Me? That's ludicrous. What did I do?
You stood by and watched this all happen. Why didn't you tell me any of this, Ella?
I've been busy. Hollywood's a different lifestyle.
Is it too much for you? We can always scale back.
It's not too much. There's a lot as of now, but I'll fix it.
Your mother got overwhelmed when she was singing full-time, but she gave up performing full-time but kept the singing. And
Pop.
Ella, this is an amazing coincidence. I walked away from that awful life. Your mother did, and now you can too.
I'm not a quitter. And I'm smart enough not to get manipulated. Goodness, it's as if you two don't trust me.
No one's saying that.
And why should I trust you? How do I know you're not trying to sabotage me?
I'm not. I just think you could learn from my mistakes.
Look, Charlotte, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience in Hollywood, but that was an accident, which you could have fixed if you wanted to, but you gave up. We would have helped you. Me, Levi, we could have fixed everything. And I don't understand how you get to sit there and tell me to abandon the people who gave you everything, who gave me everything.
they gave you everything.
I didn't mean it like that. Pop.
Marry Levi. You've made it perfectly clear you're capable of making your own choices.
Fine. I'm about to see him because I have an interview tonight, which I should be getting to.
This covers our tab. We'll be going now. Okay.
Aren't you going to go after her?
I raised her to be strong and independent. I have the trust that's still who she is. She can protect herself out there.
But you looked after her for years in here. That's what she needs from you now.
Here's different.
How?
It's a corner of the world created for my little girl. Here I taught her how to cope when she lost a mother and a friend. The only place where I could hope her feelings wouldn't hurt again. The safety couldn't have lasted forever. She now has to navigate the world on her own.
But isn't that difficult for you to watch?
Of course. Why let our loved ones desert us? Give them the chances to hurt us. When you wear your heart out on your sleeve, someone can take it, turn and leave. Trust that you gave it your best and showed them that you care. When your lark leaves the nest, know your love was expressed in the memories and moments you're blessed to share.
has to be more to it than that. If love has always let us down and worn our hearts, then are we bound to live in our memories, knowing the present won't change? Isn't it better to fight, to keep the loves that we know and hold on to them tight, then risk they'll forget you and let you go? Ella needs your support right now. She's about to realize that her entire world is different than she thinks it is. I realized that alone, and I made it out the other end. But I sure wish there had been someone there to hold my hand.
Perhaps there is a middle ground?
Where you can guide someone without being overbearing.
Sometimes our loved ones desert us, and not because they don't care.
But it's too much
They
to
must learn on their own.
But they need us to guide them. 'Cause even when larks learn to fly,
With every hello and goodbye, we have to remember when they turn their backs, it's the ones that they love who will keep them on track. For despite every difference, our love's in the moments we share. We're going after Ella.
we're going to that interview.
She contacted the guys over at Confidential Magazine, and the LA Times too, and the National Enquirer. Of course I don't sound thrilled, Earl. I didn't expect her and her daddy to call every news hound in the city in one morning. Well, it doesn't look good now, does it? Uh-huh. Well, you keep digging and keep me informed. Say hello to the wife and kids for me. You better come bearing good news.
Well, Ella's missing. She walked out on me after I proposed. I've been looking for her since, but she's not home or anywhere.
You just had to go and propose today. Mess everything up.
Hey, if she'd said yes, she'd be here, so really, this is her fault.
Maybe she decided to meet us at the interview. You at least gave her the talking points for tonight, because now more than ever we need to save face.
I'm planning to tell her when I see her. So don't you worry.
We needed more time than that. To slowly introduce to Ella that if she wants to continue in her career, she's going to have to stop dodging questions about Charlotte and paint her in the same bad light that that you've rashly created at the City of Light debut.
What I did brought that film its success.
Coincidentally, you can't carry out anything that's actually planned.
Even if I'd talked to Ella earlier, as planned, I wouldn't have been able to get her to agree to making up stories about Charlotte. If you haven't noticed, Ella is particularly touchy about Char. She wouldn't lie about her.
If the poison is sweet enough, people will drink from the bottle themselves. If Ella doesn't want to ruin the life she's made, she'll do this because Charlotte's already calling the press.
Let's be calm. I'll go out and look for Elle again, and then if I can...
You won't be going anywhere, doing anything, or saying a word. I've had just about enough. Sat back, observed every bluff. You say that you'll get something done. Well, you've done it now. I've told you to speak with Ella this morning, and then without a word or slightest bit of warning, you go and propose. Push business aside. I thought you knew to put your work above pride.
Rick, I think
Hi. Levi, I'm sorry I'm late.
Not to worry, dear. Are you ready for your interview as the star for all the faces you are?
I don't know.
Not to worry. The interview will be easy. Stay calm. Give that L a charm. Tell them you're out of Charlotte's harm.
Wait, but Charlotte never harmed me.
You say she kept you from the crowd.
But that's not true, Levi!
Truth's allowed to bend.
Levi, how can you stand for this? Don't you care about Char?
Him? This is pathetic. You never knew. It's him who made Char sing at the debut.
Is this true?
Yes. But I did it for you. So that you'd get the credit that you deserve. So that we could be together.
So, I was the reason?
What's past is past. Can we please focus on the present fact that Charlotte will sabotage Ella's legacy if she gets her story to the papers first? We need to make sure and act now and make sure that Ella is the one the public trusts.
You don't even have to use your imagination. Charlotte was a pain to work with. That's why we need you. Moments only happen once. Choices have been made. All that's left for you to do is maintain the part you've played. It's you we must rely on. Today you sail the ship. Slip, and all the ones you love will drown.
Do you understand?
I do.
Good. Why don't you change and then we'll all drive over together?
Okay. Don't you want to talk about any of this? Levi! How could I just stand there, let it all get out of hand? Was I unaware of what he'd always planned? I'd believed once we stopped filming, all deception would be done. Can I stand the type of person I'd become? I would never harm another, but then how'd I end up here? Am I any better than the rest? I fear. For if I had not stayed silent, I would never have this life. Was the glory worth the friend I sacrificed? Take me to the start. Let me shift my fate. Change my heart before be too far gone before I trust myself. If I take a stand, if I don't agree, Levi would never forgive me. Charlotte may think that I'm too late, that every failure I helped to create. If following through wasn't part of the plan, then why leave Father back when I began? Is this what happened to you, Mother? How did you have the courage to give it up? To follow all of your advice, like when you said that dreams came at a price. But who are you to tell me loss is something I should choose? Mom, you were too good to lose. I can't let Father go too. If everything I got came at a cost, I traded in myself. What's left of me is lost. What do I do? What do I say? How do I tell the ones I love I'll make it right? How to say no to Levi, but spare his heart tonight? How do I climb my way back down if I'm afraid of heights? Sometimes the price that we pay is putting love above our dreams. It doesn't mean they can't come true, but life's more fragile than it seems. It's time to do what's right and finally trust myself.
We go in 10. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Go check in with Margie or someone.
Great. Now I get to guess who Margie is. Ella, you all set?
I'm fine.
Are you okay? You look pale.
I'm fine.
You look sick.
I'm not. I'm fine.
I'm gonna go find you something, a blush or medicine.
Have they shown you which couch to sit on yet and where the cameras are?
I'm fine. I've been on this show before.
A refresher couldn't.
I said I'm fine.
We go in 10.
Fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine. I'm going through with this. I'm going to ruin this. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I will be fine. I'm not.
Ella?
Pop? Pop? I don't know what to do.
Deep breath. I'm here for you.
You were right. I've changed, and I hate the person I've become. I can't do this anymore. I'm so sorry. I let you and Mother down.
I know that you're feeling afraid, deserting the life that you've made. Just know that you're right by now, wanting to leave. You are strong like your mother. You have to believe that if you ever fall, we're both lying beside you. Alark. Sometimes returning home requires more courage than leaving it.
I'm trying to be courageous.
I know you are.
Thank you for coming.
Everyone to their places.
I couldn't find anything.
I'm feeling better anyway.
Also, your father's here?
I know. He came to support me.
I repeat, places.
That's me.
Good luck.
All right, we're on in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Joining me now is the world's newest star, Ella Lark. How are you doing, Ella?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You've had quite the day, ending your tour as a vocalist and beginning your new film, All the Faces You Are. How do you keep yourself together on these busy days?
It's difficult, but it is easier when you have someone you can rely on. I'm lucky to have a person like that in my life.
I'm sure it's been especially difficult to trust people after all that you've been through.
I would still trust anyone at first, but when people prove unworthy of your trust, you have to let them go.
It looks as though we have a philosopher in our midst, folks. Ella, we are here to know all of the details. Is this your way of saying you're letting go of what the vicious Miss Finley did? That's very kind of you, dear.
I'm not so kind.
And modest, too. Oh, you've dealt with Charlotte's dirty tricks with absolute grace, and we've all admired that. Now, I want to know how...
But I was playing dirty, too. I just didn't realize it at the beginning. I was full of blind hope.
When you began?
Yes. Stars in my eyes, disguised. A world where you become the same as everyone. If you follow the plan devised.
I hear that. Sometimes it feels like every actress is the same, but not you. People must have taken care of you.
People put their needs first. It's false if they care for you.
Get to the point, Ella.
And you will think that they care because you've got value so long as you don't question their moves. If you speak up, look up, and you'll see the start of your fall. Because anyone who starts singing from themselves gets replaced. I have been a part of that routine since I'm replacing Shara on the screen. She never asked me to sing for City of Light. She never even knew she was being dubbed until the premiere.
What?
Then she was robbed of all her fame. What a shame to see. If there's someone to blame for lying outright, it's Levi, Herman, Rick Mars, and me. Cause love
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'm watching my worlds crumble in front of me.
I heard you weren't feeling well.
I'm feeling fine.
Devin may not believe her.
Then where are these accusations coming from?
See?
From me. From the truth.
But it seems that you're implying then that what? Director Levi Herman and producer Rick Myers created a scheme to depict Charlotte as a diva who wouldn't credit her ghost singer?
Yes. Rick and Levi lied right through their teeth, and I believed them.
What a world where we can't even trust those in positions of power. Tell us, why is it that Charlotte hasn't stepped forward on this issue?
Well, she couldn't for a long time, and it almost broke her, but Charlotte's not a woman to let the world get her down. She's resilient, even when everyone is against her. I let her down.
Yes. Well, that certainly is a very different take on Charlotte Finley. Thank you for sharing that with us. Well, folks, it looks like the drama never stops, on screen or off, so make sure you look out for Ella Lark in the film All the Faces You Are. Ella, thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you to the folks who tuned in. We'll see you next week, same time, same channel on The Devin Davis Show. Good night.
Cut!
That's a wrap, everyone. Crew, make sure to check out before you go home.
Thank you so much for actually listening.
No problem.
You'd probably know best. What is the next step for me to get this side of the story more coverage?
Oh, it probably won't get more coverage.
What?
It's already a year-old story, and your new twist is just that a director and producer don't have hearts of gold and make business decisions to get themselves ahead. That's not news, honey, that's just the business.
Devin, they want you out of makeup.
If you noticed, the viewer count dropped halfway through your tired story. Next time you're on the air, try to bring me something more new and interesting. Hope to see you back.
You did so good out there, kid.
Thanks, Pop.
What the hell was that? What did you expect out of that?
Rick.
If you don't think your life won't be miserable after that decision, you've got another thing coming. Just look at what we did to Charlotte and think of that as a starting point.
How dare you threaten my daughter?
What are you trying, kid? To go and work for another studio? Because I have news for you. Levi and I will see to it personally that you are never hired again. And I'm sure that goes without saying, you're fired.
Good, because I was going to quit.
You were?
You could have had everything, Ella. And you threw it away. Lord knows what you did it for. Come on, Levi. You have work to do now. Levi. Levi!
I'm staying. If Ella quits, then I do too.
You're being ridiculous.
I'm completely serious.
You're quitting?
The man once full of ambition quits it all for a girl.
If that's how you choose to see it.
Levi, you can't.
Ella, I don't care what I have to give up if it means we'll be together.
We can't be together.
Why? The timing is perfect. Quitting allows us to leave the rotten moments in the past, move forward, and create new ones. Moments only happen once.
Our moments come and gone.
Ella.
If you want what's best for me, I need you to move on. Sometimes life doesn't turn out the way that we expect. We can't be together because I don't love you.
I've given you everything.
But you lied to get it for me. I will never be able to see past that.
But you love me.
She said she doesn't.
Ella!
Thank you, Levi, Rick, for your thoughts, but you'll both be on your way out now. Let's get your things and go, Ella.
Okay.
Rick.
I know you did. You'll figure it out. But you need to do it on your own.
What?
You quit. I'm holding you to your word. Good luck, Levi.
This is what I get for being faithful and risking everything I had for her. And she can't even say that she is thankful. Well, I will not fall. Come break my every bone. Still, when the years have passed, I'll be a god of men that's blazed the trail alone.
I've never seen you so stern.
They had it coming.
Still, you're not usually the confrontational type.
We have to fight for those we love.
Hello.
Charlotte?
It was her idea to come down here tonight.
But I thought you...
I know, but...
You came here just...
Of course.
Why don't you two start walking back to the lounge? I'll get the rest of Ella's things and hail a cab.
Okay.
You told Pop to come here today?
Yeah.
I thought you'd given up on me.
Never. I knew you had it in you to do what was right.
I wasn't so sure. Thank you. I can't say how much I'm sorry. Words won't do me any good. You were so kind. How'd I not mind the part they made me play? I want no part, lead the way. I'll go wherever you want, so long as we promise not to come back here. You choose.
I don't know where I am going. Only what I left behind. A life all alone. Wish I had known there was a world beyond, just waiting for us. I would have asked you to lead the way. I've got your back. Now looking back, the moment we split, my world stood still. Somehow I tried to fight and fix the past, but life kept passing by.
You and I, we determine our own future now. No more listening to others and letting them decide what it is we want.
How will I ever know what it is I want?
What's made you happiest?
Well,
in your whole life, no limits.
Singing with you.
Me too.
I wish there was a place for us to perform that wasn't so poisonous.
Maybe there could be. Think about it. What is it that made life on set so awful?
Men.
Exactly.
I was joking.
But you're right. They always spoil it. What if there was a place where that didn't happen?
A place to perform simply for the love of singing.
Pop still wants to retire from the bar.
Then I know just the place.
We can't change the world's set future, but we into a world we built. For us, a place of safety.
For us, a place of freedom. I'm there soon as you lead My father's coming.
Here?
Any minute. Oh, there's too many people. It looks too successful. I'll never believe we did this.
Char, don't freak out. These people make it worth it, and the chaos keeps you young. Everything we have, we've earned it.
There he is. Go! Hello, Daddy.
I thought you'd be more surprised that I was here.
Mother called.
Oh, I should have known.
What do you think of the place?
It's not bad at all.
Rob!
Phil!
So glad you came in.
Charlotte, do you mind if we...
Go ahead, catch up. I'll come by and take your order shortly.
So...
He loves the place!
Better have... Okay, new problem. There is a gap in the set list.
Where?
So we open with the Van Patten sisters doing 2 numbers, then Mimi, then Anna, then Sophia, and so Shelley was supposed to go next, but she is a no-show. We have an empty 5-minute slot.
Our duet. We're ready.
This is why I come to you. Show off. Save it for the performance. Char, your father is about to hear you sing for the first time. Really, hear you sing in a place that you and I spent years reimagining and reopening.
It's pretty surreal.
Can you believe we made this place?
Yes, I see it every day.
Breathe a moment, take it in, and hear every voice that's filling the room day out and day in. We've made it 'cause together we have gone and turned this place into our
Dream.